was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Barrios on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Fred Warner.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Crowder, incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold from the gun. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Down. This is Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Samuel bringing in the slant. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
To kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Barrios on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going up top for Herndon downfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Here's Geis. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now Darnold. Off to Geis on the screen. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On the ground, Geis, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Mostert. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 53 to Mike. 53. Chalani. I got you.
Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And some space here. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
First down and goal to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. And 80. Back. 80. Check 26. Check 26.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Darius Geis, the ball.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down at 7.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. Just stop, baby. That's good. Man, 80. Watch the man, 80.
Darnold dumps it off for Geis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Third and goal from the 6. They run with Geis. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, watch the slant. Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
19 yards.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
Jordan Willis.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Garoppolo's pass.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180, 1 Omaha.
Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
1st and 10.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man, having a run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
It's a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it was good coverage defensively, and they were able to break it up.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. A screen to Bell. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. The 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened.
And he got into the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Darnold. And the Niners tackles get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Third down, here's Geis. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout.
To George Kittle.
7 seconds left in the first half.
Yards.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
San Francisco.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds. That's
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
There's Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
His throw incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. No gain on. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. C.J. Mosley. Able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
30-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10. at their own 22.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Lady, 57, Mike 57. Blue down. Check 50.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
57 to Mike. 18, I'm coming after you. 57 to Mike. Here we go. Ready,
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right on the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 8 coming up. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell. He's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
He's tackled at
defensively. Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Sherman on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
5-yard line.
2nd down at 5. Again, Geis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Geis. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He finds his man Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Deontay Johnson, 32 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. J.J. Nelson now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Second and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
By Quan Alexander.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Jets on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets will extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he's got it up and through.
For Jets 42, 49ers 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end that feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brian Poole. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here we go, Sam. 50 seconds to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles.